6th, and it's extraction day. We're here in Marilyn's garage, and we got Karen, Joseph's taking the film, and we got Marilyn here as well. Yesterday we went out to the hives and we pulled the frames of honey off the super boxes there out on the hive, and this is what it looks like. I take a nice close-up shot of that. You can see it's fully capped on both sides. This is quite heavy. This weighs probably about 5 pounds or so, and it's chock full of honey, capped with a little bit of beeswax. What we do after we get these out of the hive, we put them in a storage container like this, and then one at a time we have to uncap it to get the honey out. So we have a capping container here, an uncapping container here, where just a few moments ago I was able to cut off that top layer of beeswax to expose the honey on the inside. So this is pure honey on the inside, and from this we're going to take this and put it into our extractor, which is basically a spinner, a centrifuge type spinner, and we'll spin that honey out. I'll show you that step in a minute. I'll show you also how we get the cappings off of this frame. Normally you would use a heated knife. I don't have my heated knife with me today, so we're just going to cut these wax cappings off with just a regular old type of butcher's knife. And you can see how those cappings come off and exposes the honey underneath. The wax cappings we could save later and use for a multitude of projects, including beeswax candles. You could use for lip balm and hand creams as well. And we can, that's for another video. But you can see as you bring that knife down, when it's warm, it cuts through very easily. You can see how we expose again that honey. The remaining caps that are below that wood frame, we have a little scraper here. So we just expose those and open those up this way, and that opens them up. So from here, both sides have been uncapped, as you can see, and we're going to take this and put this into the extractor. This is our extractor here. Inside there's a wire frame that holds these wooden frames inside. Once you have 3 inside of here, you would spin that and centrifuge. The honey hits the sides of the metal container and eventually will come out of that valve down there in the bottom. There's 2 frames in here now. It's a little unbalanced, but I'll show you how we can spin this out and begin the process. It's just a hand crank here. And then inside, you can see honey's already coming out. And when it gets to a certain level, we'll open the valve up and fill a bucket up here with honey. And then once this bucket is full of honey, we open that and fill the jars. Thank you. So now that we've spun some of the honey out using this extractor here, we're able to now open the valve at the bottom, and the honey flows freely out. It still has some pieces of wax in it, so we use a double sieve here. One's with the first thick, coarse sieve, and then a more finer sieve underneath of it. And see, as you can see, as the honey pours out, we'll just filter it. It's considered pure, 100% pure raw honey because it's not processed, just filtered, again, for some of the wax pieces that come off in the extraction process. And then again, down below is at the gate, which will eventually open up, and we'll fill our bottle straight from that gate. So straight from the honeycomb into the extractor, into the bottles at the bottom.